Good evening. A new electricity line is to be built from Hinkley Point to Avonmouth, and the planned route has been announced today.
It's been so controversial, it's taken 3 years to draw up, and protesters have won a partial victory. 5 miles of cable will be buried through the Mendips at a huge additional cost.
But in other parts, the pylons carrying 400,000 volts will be much higher than some existing ones. Clinton Rogers reports.
We've listened carefully to local people's views.
The man from the National Grid made his announcement live on BBC Radio.
That line will be dismantled and will be replaced on broadly the same route with our new line.
With our new gigantic
pylons,
yeah,
right across the levels where everybody can see.
And on the Somerset levels, it went down like a lead balloon.
National Grid had a very consistent message from everybody. They want it underground, out of sight. And across the priceless Somerset levels, they're going to put big pylons right the way across. That's very frustrating.
The company makes great play of the fact that 5 miles of cabling through the Mendip Hills will be underground to protect an area of outstanding natural beauty. Yet more than 30 miles will still go overground on new pylons to replace these. Now, the company says there will be fewer of them, but they will be more than 50% bigger, about 160 feet tall.
Well, of course, any power line can be placed underground, but there has to be a balance between the very high costs of undergrounding and the impact on local communities and the environment.
This afternoon, local MPs were divided over the National Grid's announcement.
Certainly from the point of view of the villages around Weston-super-Mare, and for anybody who enjoys walking or going bird watching in the Mendip Hills, this is good news at least, and we should, I think, be glad that National Grid have listened to local people and that we've made some progress and had at least a decent victory here.
Frankly, it's just not good enough overall. There is some welcoming to be had for the fact that there will be undergrounding over the Mendips. I'm pleased about that, but as far as some of the parts of my own constituency are concerned, we've just not had enough give from National Grid.
The new line is needed to carry power from Hinkley Point in Somerset. That's if a new nuclear power station is built there. That still needs planning permission, and so will the pylons.
And then we have to fight with the planning application in a year's time.
So, as far as these protesters are concerned, the battle is far from over yet. Clinton Rogers, BBC Points West, on the Somerset levels.